there, Miguel, for things you've done?
Top three for sure.
This is fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm not exactly sure what we were about to do, but it feels sketchy. The first scamming video I put out, people are wondering, is this guy for real? Is he scamming us and believing that it's real? But like the casualness of which we're doing some of these things is like,
Oh, see what the fuck going on, man. You cracking the cops, not safe. We are cracking the cops, not safe. It is less dangerous. Do not get killed trying to crack a safe. We crack the cops. Please don't. Please do not.
so does Minneapolis feel lawless right now?
Certain parts is lawless. I'm not gonna lie, this whole city is known for scamming. That's like the biggest thing. Like even from the politicians to our parents to other people's parents.
How do the politicians scam?
They're in on a lot of shit. They get paid bribery and shit. Like they're into like the non-profit frauds and shit. Politicians here, they're dirty too. They play dirty games. Even the police even play dirty games.
He's not going to mention some of the biggest scams going on. Here's a look at something that's actively happening in the city right now. Here it is.
One of the largest scams in United States history happened right here in Minneapolis. During the pandemic, the Minnesota Department of Education was tasked with overseeing the handout of meals to kids, the needy, and the homeless during the COVID era, and they delegated local supervision to nonprofits like Feeding Our Future. What happened next was a tsunami of swindling. These nonprofits fraudulently claimed to be feeding thousands of kids a day within just weeks of being formed. Not only were literal tons of food wasted, but the fraud ended up costing the US taxpayer about $250 million. As of now, there are dozens of people being indicted and brought to trial, and to this day this stands as one of the biggest scams in US history.
On the gritty streets of Minneapolis, mama doing dope, daddy got no hope. He just scared me, y'all. Because the system scared us out of both our parents. CIA bought dope to the motherfuckers in the city. My daddy, they got him out the way. Ain't trying to pay no child support. It's cool though, bro. Cause you know we gonna do, we gonna grind, nigga. This that shit that we love, nigga. We love making that money on here. We gonna do whatever it takes to make that money on. This shit get wicked out here for real. And I'm not a bad guy. I'm not gonna say this like I'm the biggest, baddest guy to do this to the people and shit. Nah, bro. I just do this to get my people to get to hear me.
What percentage of scammers would you say are balling, and what percent of them would you say are actually kind of broke?
They are bullshit scammers. Like, there's always the one main person, then there's the middleman, then there's the middle's middle. You know, like, it's like a tree. One person passes a card to one person, that person gets passed down to the main person. The main person is the one who splits the money between everybody and decides how much everybody else is going to do. And so all scammers are not rich. That's another thing. Like, you can be a scammer and not have a way. Feel me? Like in scam world, always a new scam. That's another thing. And it's about who figures out the scam first. You can't really say it's too many runners. Like it's like you always tell like we will scam, we know who a runner and who's boss trying to find the moves. But don't get it confused though. I just seen runners turn into bosses. You feel me? Like it's a lot of runners that became that man, you feel me? So big thing in the scam world, getting slimed out too.
What is that?
Slimed out is like, say Mexican, brother just did a move, and you like, I'm not paying you or who you brought. It's over with, I'm taking the whole bag. That's what I remember we was talking about karma yesterday. It's karma in the scam world too. Not off of somebody. Nine times out of 10 it's not what it's thinking it's about. It is, it's about wiping it down. That's a whole other step. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like easy. You can't just wake up and come. It's not that easy. Now it's that easy to do basic shit, but it gets deeper than that. It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. It just depends on how you break through. You gotta stay consistent too. You gotta stay consistent with anything you do.
Alright, you're filming.
I'm gonna show y'all some box action.
Scammers operate in a climate of deceit. You see, fraud is a game of smoke and mirrors. These guys ran off with the camera to presumably make an ATM play, and what I saw on the tape left me questioning reality.
That's some great footage. See the police?
Where do you guys see him? Of course, you guys were out there for like fucking 20 minutes in ski masks and glasses.
We had a little technical difficulty.
You know, I took us so long. And you'll see the car started locking on us. But sometimes the car will lock up and then it gives you like fraud alerts, which the person has to confirm on their phone.
You guys were skied up with glasses the whole time in front of a bank? Like,
You better be.
how is that not, like, do you guys feel like you guys were out there for way too long?
Time limit. And what can they possibly do for real?
One of the things that comes to mind is what we are seeing, is that even real? And what makes me think it is real is that they took 20 minutes outside of this van, they got fraud alerts on their phone. If they were just taking money from their own account, it would have been in and out in a minute or two. But this also brought up more questions.
Now, remember earlier in the episode when I was talking about the sense of nihilism that I have noticed in Gen Z? When they do things like this, their nihilism can come off as quite sinister. I mean, scamming people, banks, grandmas, restaurants, it's pretty crazy. But what I think is the source of all this nihilism is a lack of hope. And why I think a lot of Gen Z has no hope. I mean, this is the first generation in American history that's projected not to do better than their parents. These kids have inherited this world where they can't afford anything, the food, the housing, the college, all of it is sky high. And the people making the rules, their government, is this lazy, lousy bunch of bureaucrats that openly cheat all of the time. So a lot of these kids, I think, have just said, F it. The world is fake, the world is a scam, and I'm gonna scam the world. I'm gonna get mine for myself at any means necessary. I'm gonna cheat the system that I feel cheats me.
But what do I know? I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm seeing and figure out the world. That was a look into the world of scamming. Any final thoughts, fellas?
And we didn't give y'all everything. We didn't get a chance to give y'all everything, but
And we won't give y'all everything.
we love y'all. We don't scam people for a living. We help people out.
We took a deep dive into this world. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Peace. If you want to keep yourself safe on the internet, consider checking out the sponsor of the video, Delete Me, and use code Tommy20 for 20% off your subscription. And lastly, new shirts hit the site. Scoop it up. Big Dog Summer, baby.